Calling up my
Gasp.
notes.
Starting
yeah.
stream. That means people are watching us.
They can
Again.
see us. They know we're here.
Not again.
So I was looking
Not
at
again.
YouTube for a minute while we were getting all set up. I love that YouTube is suggesting for me the CGB Grey video of how to become a pope that came out 12 years ago.
How do you be a pope, Miller?
Elections, cardinals. That's basically it, I think.
Have you heard of that one bishop whose last name is Pizzaballa?
Yes.
Oh yes, I heard some people talking about that. But I think he is a bishop, not a cardinal, so I don't
Oh,
think
it is.
he's not valid to be elected as a pope.
Okay, because I don't know. I'm just saying. Pope
Wait, why were
Pizzaballa
people
is-
talking about him being in the running?
Oh, were they?
Were they? I don't know. My understanding was that basically the cardinals choose one among themselves, and that it's a bit what's the word for it?
Yeah, that's
Nepotistic?
kind of it. Like, in order to be the Pope, you basically have to be one of the cardinals. And to be one of the cardinals, there's a whole laundry list of things you have to do.
This is
the thing that I understand is that Pope Francis has appointed like 70% of the current cardinals, so there's a good chance they're going to vote in somebody who is like them.
Recon asks, so how long does chat to wait until the cursed Jonas things appear?
Oh, they're not there today.
Yeah, kick Miller a long
In the
time.
chat.
Yeah.
But you'll have to discover what triggers them after we put them in.
It'll be good.
Or they won't, because I'll make it so they can't be triggered.
Only one
They'll have a
box
trigger
is
in there,
true.
and then I'll make it so they can't do the trigger.
Only one box
As you
contains gems. Well, that one's true.
I have
So
to
this
say,
one can't be true. Which
I had
means
to
that two of
resist.
them have to be true.
I had to resist the temptation
Gems are
to
in
just
the
show
white
everyone.
box, which has to be true. This would be the first time that it appears in the middle box of snow. Yoshi.
Oh, yeah. Oh god. Now I wanted to show everyone, but I think it's better if it's a surprise.
It should be a surprise.
Oh no, we absolutely cannot tell chat what you have done. Not until they're ready.
Fingers says, "Behold, I live again. Hello again, Fingers. It's been a while
Fingers.
since I've seen you."
I had a good bad idea.
Jonas, you keep having those, and they keep harming us in very real ways.
They're fantastic. Don't listen to Miller.
I'm real good at info hazards.
Do I just need to name you Rocco at this point?
Do I want to open this box now? I mean, probably.
What's in the box?
Another
And
key.
you got a key out of it at least.
What is a box but 3 little lies upon it?
I want a drawing room. I just have to draw in my
but
regular
I didn't say
room.
this the other day when I think we were talking about the drawing room. The drawing room is not where you draw things. It is
The
where
drawing
you
is where you
withdraw
receive
to.
people.
I know. I know.
No,
I know.
it's where you don't see people. It's where you go to when you want to get away from the party. It is the
No,
withdrawing room.
Yeah, it's. I
A
mean,
drawing room is actually for receiving people. Traditionally speaking, in noble households, you would receive guests in the drawing room. I'm fairly certain, at least.
you'll see, chat. You'll see.
Don't worry, chat. We'll subject you to it eventually. Just not yet.
I guess, okay, yes. It is a place where you would come to talk with people, but it is usually like the master of the house and like one other person. It does not have enough seats, nor is it designed to be like a party room or something.
Oh,
And the bot died.
but all right.
Oh
There it
no.
is. Oh, hey, Miller. I coded stuff today, all by myself.
Yay!
Yeah,
Congratulations,
I
Jonas.
made a thing that did some special math operations and concatenated some strings and also converted some types, and it was magical. It was magical shit.
All right, Jonas.
No.
I want you to do a thing for me.
Nope.
I want you to write a method that takes in a list of strings and gives you back a well-structured sentence of those things.
Wait.
So instead of being like apple, pear, grape, pomegranate, it says apple, comma, pear, comma, pomegranate, comma, and grape.
Wait. It just. Are you wanting something that will do that with any input?
Any list, any array of strings, or any list of strings, any enumerable of strings. It will give you back a well-formulated thing.
How's it here?
Now here's the thing, Jonas. What does it do when you have 0 elements? When you have 1 element? When you have 2 elements? When you have 3 elements? When it has 4 elements?
Well, I assume it would have to have separate subroutines for exceptions, where in
No. Well,
no.
1. It needs 1 exception.
Well, 0 would be the 0 and 1 would have to be exceptions, right? Because there's no,
No.
What do you
0
think
can
we
be an
should think about
exception. 0 can be an exception. You just return nothing.
Yeah,
1 should not be an exception, because instead of returning, because if you just return what you get with 1, then you're returning a list of strings with 1 element. That's not what I want. I want 1 string.
oh God, my hand's reaching.
A
for
1 element list is not the same as the element itself.
I'm holding. I've got the pad in my hand. Why are you doing this to me? Why?
And yeah, Silver Spotlight is going the QA anecdote. The programmer walks into a bar, orders 1 beer, 2 beers, 0 beers, 9 million beers, -1 beers.
Hi, Gears.
Everything works fine. A person walks into the bar, asks where the bathroom is, and the bar explodes.
As you do when you walk into a bar and ask for the bathroom.
So the input is no, Jonas, no.
Don't actually do this right now. This is something I had to solve a while ago.
Oh,
I had to write a whole method for this for the I think it was for the forms the forms response for the bot, I had to make it a well-ordered list. Because all I have is a list of all the forms names. I don't have it being well formulated, so I had to think of, okay, I need to like add commas and spaces between, concat all the names, then add commas and spaces between all of them. And then if it is 2 or more elements, I need to go to the last element and add an and before it, unless it's 2 elements, in which case I need to remove the comma before the and.
Is this all? Is each term, each string on a separate line, or is it no?
It's already rotated. Is that permanent? I can always access the basement now.
Seems to be.
So all the terms
you
are.
have made a roguelike advancement in the meta progression.
So all the terms are just single lines separated by spaces.
No.
Oh.
It is a list of strings.
Oh, it's a list. Oh, it's a list. Oh, okay.
A list or an array or a queue or some kind of enumerable.
So you're inputting them. Miller, no, please. I have a family.
Not anymore, you don't.
Jonas, I'm sure you'll figure it out. Just, maybe give it a little time. See how you literally
Simon Tesla does that. That doesn't work for if like this too. You're very close.
Oh no, we're all workshopping it now. No. Oh no, Simon put the code. No.
It's a sledgehammer.
Wait, is that?
Oh no.
What language is that? Is it? If line equals 0, the return.
I think that's Python.
Oh shit.
No, Simon Tesla, that doesn't work for an element of 2 because you have your first element, comma, and then the second element. If it's a length of 2, you have no commas anywhere. Right? Oh wait, no, this would work for a length of 2, but it doesn't work for everything else because you don't have an Oxford comma. Sorry, I got it backwards.
Has to be Oxford specific, of course.
Yes, no, it has to be.
Yeah.
If it's not correct, it's not correct.
What if Oxford comma was a Batman supervillain?
It probably is, let's be real. At one point, I'm sure Oxford comma showed up as a villain in some comic somewhere.
It was like, haha, Batman.
Elder says,
graphic
Ash, your voice is
strategy.
noticeably
Why not?
louder and deeper, and I know why.
What? Did Ash go through puberty? I'm just kidding.
No, I am joining you from VR tonight.
Oh, you're already in VR? Nice.
Are you at the movie thing?
Yeah,
Oh,
Sank's here with me.
You popcorning? Hi, Sank.
I didn't want to dox anyone.
I mean, it's not really doxing if you just tell. I mean, any given location in VR could be like a generic instance. It doesn't have to be the public instance. God, I think I avoid public instances. Like, I've only been in the 8 months I've been on VR. I think I've been in public instances like maybe 5 or 6 times tops. One of those by
Yeah,
accident.
no, I'm not one for public instances most of the time.
Yeah, you did.
I have joined them a few times, almost entirely by accident.
Yeah. Also, they're mobbed, and even if it was like cool furries, I just that's too many people. When Ferality rolls around, I'm definitely gonna have to like. I'm probably not gonna go to any of the big events, like the big crazy things, except maybe to like pop in to test my RTX card.
Yeah, probably the same.
But we'll see.
Server Spotlight says public servers are great for FPS games. Yes, where the goal is to shoot other people. You're gonna want to do that anyway.
Yeah.
It's not so great in a social game where the goal is not to shoot people, and yet you still want to.
Oh, I get it.
happens to list one with no comments, or two would first be joined with a comment.
Oh, it's
and
the
then-
Geist room?
Yes. Although I wonder if this means something, given that it's over a particular bed.
I would assume that anything that seems like it has a possible meaning in this game probably has a meaning.
Yeah, that seems to be how it's going.
Why am I
Also,
watching
Pink
the
says hi,
Twitch
Jonas.
to like?
Why'd you take array as an input? I mean, I'm just still trying to figure that out. Like, is that like you just feed it an array, like it's already like a text file
Yeah,
or something?
you're just trying to write. You're not necessarily trying to write a. Because I assume you are
The
working with
closet
stuff
off of
where
the
you're
courtyard.
typing into the command line, right?
All right, I'll put that down. Put it away. Put it away, Jones. Put it away. Put it down on the desk. It's on the desk. I'm not looking at it. Next time I'm at the coffee shop, maybe I'll see if I can whip it out. The code.
I can't afford to do this.
I was like,
Keycard.
is he gonna specify?
I already made it so that security doors are unlocked. I still haven't run into one yet.
Notice as the array appears as a parameter function by magic. I mean, this stuff feels like magic, okay? You know that scene in Fantasia where Mickey Mouse is like, "Da, da, 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 da," and the brooms start doing their thing? That's what programming feels like for me.
When it works, that's what it feels like.
Yeah, when it works.
I mean, isn't that an apt metaphor, though? He commands the brooms to do something, and
Right.
then they do it relentlessly
Yeah.
because he did not foresee that they were going to keep going.
Yeah, they didn't. He forgot to add the fill
He
function.
didn't give them correct.
Yeah, he needed like if well is full, then break.
Yeah, he needed a base case where the loop would stop.
So 20 times 5 divided by 20.
I'm just moused in the for loop.
Like Walt says, I have not met a single programmer or IT guy that didn't on some level think they were a wizard. I mean, maybe. The rumpus room.
You know, for rumpusing.
What else would you do in a rumpus room?
God, I don't know if I don't think I want to know.
What, Miller? You never rumpused?
Oh, I've been a rumpus in a time or two.
You need room to rumpus.
It's true. That's why you have a room for it.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
And as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. I see the darkened cloud of ruin, familiar to us both, now decrepit, run down, and in disrepair. I see 8 red envelopes, resting upon 8 pedestals. And in these 8 envelopes, I see 8 letters penned by 8 different hands. 8 letters of which you will only ever find and read 7. Just like the art hanging on the walls of these rooms, there is a letter missing. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Ominous.
Dang. All right, wasn't expecting the arcade fortune teller to give us a cutscene.
Oh yeah, it did the last time we got
Yeah.
a fortune from it.
Oh, well, I
There's
didn't
a
see
different
that,
cutscene. Okay. I'll put the chapel there, but I want to go back and...
Haven't said it. Wizards never have to deal with NPM. What's NPM? Oh, it's a package manager. Okay, cool.
Numpy.
No, it's
Are
not.
you
No,
talking about? Oh,
it's a
Okay,
Joshua.
fine. I'll put gymnasium there, but never enter it.
Honestly, that's kind of smart. Just put it down so you can't draft it again, and then never go into it.
So they're just gonna dead end me. Okay, thank you, game.
the
Well-
kitchen's not a dead end.
I can't.
But you
Dra-
can't
I can't
afford
draft
it.
the kitchen. It has a gym requirement.
So yeah.
Oh,
looks
that
like
gem
you're
requirement's for
gonna
drafting it. I thought that's for entering it.
Yeah, no, the gem requirement is to draft it, but it looks like
Okay.
your run for the day is ending here, one way or another.
Run room. I know it's a bunk room, but it looks like I said.
Yes.
Room. Put a wrong up.
Jonas, of all the
Look at that,
cursings
2
you've done,
gems.
how have you not Scooby-Dooed the entire couch?
God.
What's new Scooby Doo?
God.
Who sung that? Was that like
Hamster still
Green Day
here.
or something, right?
Hamster
it
has
was,
little bunk bed in his thing.
Oh, it's wholesome.
Who's taking care of the hamster?
You are
I am.
probably.
Okay.
Oh, you mean like who? Well, okay. There's clearly like there are clearly servants on the premises somewhere. They're just,
No, the thing said that they were all let go immediately after Sinclair's death.
Oh, that's fair.
So I have no idea what's going on here.
It was the curse.
The Geist is taking care of the
Yeah, yeah.
hamster.
The Geist
Um,
who's staying in the Geist room.
The Geist.
That's where he sleeps.
Anyway, to answer your question, Miller, it was a simple plan. Yeah.
Okay, but who played the song? I understand it was simple to get them to play it, but who
No.
played it?
Oh, you did that.
Who's on first?
Yeah, okay.
Chat Bob this bird.
Chat, destroy this person.
Yeah. Oh, God.
You don't need all of chat to do that, however.
No, but they understand the assignment.
Day 11.
Jarvis, remove this man's balls. No, my balls!
Not his bird balls.
Whoa. Miller's
Okay.
there's a something bird with I don't know.
I was halfway through swallowing my last bite of food, and I decided to use it as part of my voice acting.
Oh, it was magical. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing tonight. I'm just staring at these black boxes with wind-up keys and just it's, huh.
That middle box does not say anything.
It does not.
No, does that
How
mean
would
it's
that
gonna-
count as a truth or a lie?
Yeah, exactly. Like you cannot evaluate that. I don't think. Can you, Miller? Can you? Is it possible to evaluate that?
Gems are in a box with the word blue on it. The gems are in a box that is
Logically,
actually
no.
blue.
Computationally, yes.
Oh, okay.
So
There is a truthiness
logically-
to null.
all that we know is that one of them has to be true and one of them has to be false. So if one of them is blank, it's neither of them. So one of these is true and one of these is false.
Okay, let's look at the other two then. Actually true.
Okay.
In a box with the word blue on it. Oh shit.
The only way
So-
that can work is if the blue one is true and the black one is false.
Yes.
And then they're in the black one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we did find a hint earlier that would suggest one of the boxes contains something that's not gems.
Hey. So wait, what's the truth value of null then?
It
Depends
doesn't
on
have
programming
one.
system.
No.
No. Again, logically, no, there is no truth value. Programmatically, like there are certain languages where everything has to have a truth value to it. So it depends on some programming languages it's true. Some programming languages are like, well, there's nothing here. Or if they encode true as 1, false as 0, null is seen as 0.
The
And therefore it's
veranda,
false.
I don't think I've seen
Oh.
that one.
Oh, it can only. Oh! That can only be on the edge of the house, can't it?
Yep.
That's why we haven't seen it. It's much more restricted.
Increases chance of finding green rooms.
You ever seen one of those cool houses where it's like it's got like a veranda type structure, but it's got a window, so you have like this like sort of weird inner outer area.
Yeah, it's a sunroom.
Is that sunroom? Okay, I don't know. I'm not.
A
You know.
sunroom is a patio that is technically enclosed, but usually
Okay.
with a very large clear window.
Double.
I mean, you can tell how many times I've been in fancy houses in my life.
I mean, maybe. I have seen like fast food restaurants that have that, and oh my god, it is so uncomfortable to sit in those during the summer. It's so goddamn hot.
Yeah, I've kind of I've seen stuff like that where it's like it's sort of like this like add-on thing, that encloses like the front area.
Munch, munch, munch.
I like it more when it's like an old house.
Old shoe.
A really old shoe.
Is programming part of Miller's 0 days? Because it should be. Not really. It's like my job. It's like saying that Jonas and Rick's 0 days should be art or
Art,
writing, and it's
yeah.
like, no, that's not funny. That's just what
Yeah.
they do.
Yeah. It's not an obsession.
Yeah, no, the 0 days command is meant to be, you know, funny.
I mean, discovering this stuff is kind of a little bit of an obsession for me right now. But you know, what are you gonna do? I'm actually I'm trying to avoid blabbing too much about it.
That's what my DMs are for, Jonas.
Tell me about like what other. Well, we had to write technical documentation for these really tiny little scripts that are like 5 or 6 lines. Oh, hey, Stokes.
Ouch.
It's a bat.
Like the point was
Hello,
to just
bat.
It's me. I'm here. Howard.
Tell me when you learn how to draft up a UML diagram.
what is that? Universal markup language?
Think so?
Universal Markiplier?
Oh, unified modeling language. Okay. Oh, it's this thing. And then yeah. Anyway, how are you doing, Stokes?
I'm doing okay. How you doing, Jonas?
How am I doing?
The fact that you have to think about it really says something.
What did I even do today? What the hell happened?
Stoker, they're talking about nerd shit. Please change the topic to your nerd shit. Well, let me think about that, Legatron.
Get that 0 days command ready.
I actually don't know that I have that much to talk about.
Oh, hey, Stoker. Guess who's streaming again? Sylvixton's streaming.
You didn't even give him
Right
a
now.
chance to guess.
Yeah, geez, Jonas.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Jeez!
Just keep continuing north.
Yeah, she's doing her thing, and I'm super
I'll
happy
grab
about it.
4 items from the walk-in closet.
How long has it been since she streamed?
About 4 months.
I don't think I've even been to the walk-in closet yet.
Oh. I'm
Sylvie had a
glad
rough
she's back at it.
Sylvie had a rough time for a while.
Lucky Rabbit's Foot. Greater chance of finding items.
Ooh, lucky. Oh, there was. So one of the things you were talking about on Blue Sky, Rick, was that you were really liking this game. However, it seems like there are certain things that are necessary to progress, and yet they're going to be determined by being able to assemble certain rooms in a specific way to trigger a thing to happen.
Yes.
Based on some patch notes I was looking at, it does seem that there are things that the likelihood and luck chance of certain rooms is changed at certain points in the story so as to make those things easier. Now, doesn't guarantee them, it's just more likely.
The likelihood and the lucklihood.
I guess the only way you can potentially continue north from here without going all the way back to the entrance hall is to use a corridor.
Corridor again.
If I do this, I can use a foundation, but then, like...
Oh
I
yeah,
have
that's
to-
right. You do have the other side of the
Yeah.
foundation.
I would have to, like, manage to turn up anyway, so I could always redraw the floor plans again.
It's true. There you go.
Sure, why not?
The nuke.
Tanuki.
I did it for the nuke. I did it for the nuke. I did it for the nuke. For the nuke. For the nuke.
Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
Mm-hmm.
Final Fantasy hates so any of you have any success getting Switch 2 pre-order. I'm probably not getting a Switch 2 for a few more years.
Yep.
If I do get one at all.
I didn't get
By the
my
time you get
original
the Switch 2,
until
the,
it was a
uh,
year old.
By the time
I'm
you
in
get the
no-
Switch 2, the Switch 3 will be ready.
Yeah.
No, there is not going to be any more. My suspicion is that there will be no more like consoles as we understand them. Instead, you will have manufacturer subscriptions.
Oh, feels
You
bad.
pay $120, just like renting a DVR back in the 2000s. You pay $120 a year to Microsoft, and they will make sure you have whatever the current Xbox is.
I mean, I mean, I could live with that, but it's
Couldn't. I'm already dead.
No,
Yeah.
I cannot.
I mean, my gaming experience has fundamentally shifted in the last, God, I don't know, 20 years.
Another redraw.
Oh, jeez. They really don't want you going north.
Apparently not.
Well,
I can.
security and spare room both lead across, at least.
If I go to security, I can open the courtyard door. That will give me.
Yeah. Switch 2 looks cool, but sticker shock. Okay. Just saying.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we are seeing the last hurrah of consoles as we know them. I've been thinking that for a while too.
We've already seen that consoles are basically just PCs with
I know.
DRM.
Right. Like I said, the experience has fundamentally shifted, and that's why. You know, it's no longer. The vast majority of everything I've gotten since about 2010 has been PC. I mean, I have a 3DS, and I have a few titles for that, but you know, I also have a GameCube. Thank you, Finger.
Well,
Excuse me.
But yeah,
The guy's bedroom.
might as well.
the old days are gone. It's okay.
Yeah,
Bet, Jonas.
remember back in my
Yeah.
day when we would buy video games.
That
You
Jonas
paid a
apart.
set amount of money and then you owned it and you could play it.
Yeah.
Then you would
Then I
sell it
couldn't
later
believe
at
that.
a garage sale, and it would get lost forever.
Yeah. You beat the hell out
And
of
you
your.
go back to the GameStop and you'd sell your $60 game back for 15 cents. And then they put it up on the shelf for $40.
You beat the hell out of the console and cartridges and hardware as a kid, not realizing that one day it would be worth like mint condition. It would be worth like hundreds of thousands of dollars or some shit.
We're not turned off the power yet, so I can.
Fuel Sentinels rating with Party Raid. Hello! Welcome on the Raiders!
Hello, Raiders.
Fine, I guess we'll finally go to the code
Welcome
check.
to some blueprints.
That's right. Please sit back and enjoy the stream. Is it still doubling? Electron says still doubling the alerts. No, I fixed it.
Eh.
That did it. That fixed it forever.
Yeah, that's good. Before you wandered in,
Good job,
Stoker,
Miller.
Miller was like challenging me to the code thing, and it's like it's like I reflexively picked up the notepad and jotted down some things. This is what I am now. Look at me.
I used to be a man.
Now what are you?
Now
A flan.
Oh.
Flan. Delicious.
But yeah, I've actually really been enjoying the coding class, and I've been
I should have
I've been like
backtracked in order to get this. Okay.
I've been voluntarily looking up coding cheat sheets and stuff, and doing it on my own time now. What's happening to me? Okay.
Utility closet. Turn off security system.
Played a Flan once in a tabletop RPG. It was a Final Fantasy RPG. Like you do. I mean, Flans are just specialty slimes, you know.
You're a specialty slime.
Flans are just custard elementals.
Or
Custard elementals.
it puts me up to 6 dice.
I mean, I've said
That's
it
a chunk
before
of
and I'll
dice.
say it again.
Probably
The
pretty handy.
entirety of biology is goop management.
Your Sync would agree with you.
Chapel.
Chapel.
Flan is gourmet slime. Fair enough. Okay, the Gwyneth Paltrow grifter confirmed.
I'm sorry, what?
Goop. She has that product, Goop.
Oh, ugh.
Yeah.
You talk about Gwen's,
I don't think this is gonna do anything
Gwyneth
different.
Paltrow.
Yeah.
I nearly said Gwen Stefani, and I'm like, wait, no.
Don't speak.
Porque no los dos.
What is it with Gwen's?
When I think
Sure.
of Gwen, I think of Gwen Stacy, but that's because I'm a big comic books nerd.
You're just a nerd in general. You're like,
That is true. You are kind of a nerd.
How can you
We love you for it.
Oh, okay. That's acceptable. Up until about the
Okay,
80s,
but I'm gonna be using the rest of my dice to try and go north from the courtyard.
Yeah, I think that's your better option.
up until about the 80s, nerds were the punchline. And then, like, after that, suddenly the richest people in the world were giant software nerds. And it's like, oh, gee.
That's because we computerized everything.
Yeah, we sure did. Where are the computers?
And we are
man?
continuing to do so. I was reading
Not-
an
not
article
the things
earlier
we
today.
Computerize.
I was reading an article earlier today about how you know that bit in The Dark Knight where they use the cell phone tech to turn like all the phones into like 3-dimensional cameras so they can see everyone in Gotham.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, apparently someone has figured out how to use AI to do that with Wi-Fi.
Oh.
Oh.
Really?
So there's a new fear unlocked for you.
Here's
Well,
the dead
okay.
end.
I'll tell you one thing, though, Stokes. That may not be a serious menace, because I've seen what radio photography looks like, and it's real fuzzy. Like, everything looks like blobs.
We're doomed.
All right, fine. Yeah, we're doomed. Okay. Run for the hills.
No, don't run for the hills. The hills have eyes.
Yeah. What's the one Stephen King story where, like, the Wi-Fi drove everybody insane and, like, made them into zombies or something? Like, cannibal zombies?
Oh, yeah. That one was called Cell, wasn't it?
Oh, the cell phones, yeah. I'm still endlessly bemused by how Stephen King is posted on Blue Sky. Like, he's like this like goofy old grandpa who tells jokes. Oh, Stephen King. That's a knee slapper.
Is that how you respond to him?
I have not yet actually worked up the nerve to actually respond to one of them, but
Come on, man.
that's how I
The
would.
worst that can happen is he just devours you alive.
Yeah, it just unhinges his jaw.
He has been known to do that.
I mean, I've seen the Langoliers.
The Langoliers.
Apple.
If you've ever wanted to see Balky from Perfect Strangers get eaten by bad CGI, like you do,
And who hasn't?
It's true.
Or kitchen.
That would lead you more north.
Well, no, he's getting giggly, chat.
Oh no, I'll be good. I'll be good. I've already
Start
done my.
now.
Ooh, clay salmon.
How many green rooms have you drafted?
3 so far.
3, apparently.
There has to be somebody, if in the house, if,
Banana.
like if people are, like unless it's a replicator, which I guess it could be, unless you're eating ghost bananas. Oh shit! Look at that. All right, Chad. Who in the crew would make the best Moogle?
Mook
best-
best win.
Yeah.
Archives is
Uh,
my best bet.
Apparently, me. According to chat.
Ash Moogle.
Schmoogle.
Miller would have to be the Chocobo.
Of course.
Miller is Burb.
Quack.
And I'd have to be. Is there a
I
Tanuki?
really think
in Final-
Jonas would make the best Moogle. I mean, Ash is a close second, but
No, I'd have to be like.
Damn it.
There's a Tanuki in Final Fantasy somewhere, right?
Maybe.
oh,
Thunder
I
is
know
bringing
exactly what
mind.
Stoker is. Stoker's a Tom Berry.
There you go. Yeah, that fits.
Come
Stoker's
over
not
here and get
a lizard.
doinked.
Get going.
Get
Down.
doinked on.
Doink.
God, there's a in one of the games. There's a Tonberry with like specularity texturing,
I'm gonna-
and it makes me uncomfortable.
No.
Yeah.
Laboratory, of course.
No.
Final Fantasy forms would be cute, but that's extra work, and I don't need that.
Sure you do. Oh, actually, that reminds me of a couple of things I wanted to talk to you about later, though.
Nope.
Rick got Tobied.
Miller's already got me writing code. I mean,
Oh, more work. No rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees.
I got bills to pay. I got
mouths to feed, and ain't nothing in this world for free.
Oh my God, there's
I can't slow down. I can't let up. There you know.
Even
I
though
wish I
you know I wish I could.
yeah. Have you all seen the otter in what is it? Final Fantasy 14 apparently?
Maybe? I don't know.
Hold on,
What's it look like?
let me grab a picture.
Does it look like an otter?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it looks like an otter. I had no idea. Here, hold on. Let me put it on. There we go. Yeah, apparently this little guy, he's got the hat and a little lantern, and it's called a broader otter.
Oh
yeah,
that's really
this
cute,
guy.
actually.
I've seen this guy.
That's really cute, actually.
Oh no. Okay, no, this is otter. A broader otter has a Hawaiian shirt, and posher otter wears a tux.
But what about the otter daughter?
We don't.
What
talk
does she
about
wear,
her.
huh?
But yeah, this is very good. Posture Otter also has a steampunk jetpack, like you do.
Large battery pack. That's new.
Ray!
Hello.
It's a Ray. Hello,
Hello,
Ray.
Ray.
How would
Battery powered contraptions. Like what? Yeah, I was right.
not?
Of course, it doesn't make any sense otherwise.
What?
The otter.
Oh yeah, yeah. I didn't know there was a little otter in any of these games. It's good.
There's one section where there's. So in other parts of the game, a debuff will turn you into just a regular frog enemy, but in a special one, you turn into that.
Nice.
Frog.
It's like it's supposed to be a debuff because you can't attack anything, but also you're so cute, so who cares?
It's like bunny
Debuff. It's only a debuff if you're weak.
From that debuff into a rebuff. Sorry, I just had to aircan my desk. Did that pick up? I don't know, whatever.
Your face.
Not really.
Not fine.
Your delicious, delicious face.
Well, I mean, it's been said.
Technically edible.
Time to find more keys.
I don't know if I can.
More kiss.
So I'll walk back down to
Um,
security and see if it says anything.
You've got some steps, so might as well see if you've got a chance at least.
It's so weird to me that 90s, like, teen bands are doing reunion tours now. Like Sugar Ray and like Blink 182 are doing, like, they're touring with like Everclear.
Referring to Blink 182 as a recent band?
No, I didn't say recent.
It's a teen van.
Yeah, they're doing like reunion. Yeah,
Yeah, teen bands from way back when.
yeah. I'll shoot at that pool table.
I mean, I'm sure your parents' generation thought the same with like the Beach Boys.
What did they listen to? Mom was into
Nope.
like Joan.
Nope.
Mom was into like
anywhere else you can draft.
she doesn't like Joan Baez and stuff like that.
No, I think I
Damn.
used up everything.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
not. You can't get to the foundation, and I don't see any other exits because that one archive door is locked. So, guess you're
Yeah,
done
what
for
the-
the day.
Provides juice contraptions made in the workshop. Okay, so you can combine things with that in the workshop.
To make them,
Can I
More
put this in
energetic.
the coat check instead?
I don't know. Go back to the coat check. You've got steps for it. You're not going to use them to get to the antechamber today. Might as well test what you can.
There we go. You know what I don't like in video games?
What was that?
When the lore suggests that you're under time pressure, but there's no actual time pressure mechanic in the game.
Oh yeah, no. Like the whole Skyrim thing. Enemies will just kind of wait around to trigger the apocalypse until you're good and ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Well-
I mean, go ahead, Ray.
I've been playing
yeah,
Baldur's Gate
but, like-
3, and it's got the same thing, but there's a story reason why it doesn't happen as soon as you're told it's supposed to happen.
I'm just going to point out that the biggest complaint about Majora's Mask was the time limit. So actually implementing it seems to be a no-go.
There was
Most
that
people.
one. There's also
Yes, but also
XCOM
Majora's Mask was one of the best, so
Is XCOM
Yeah, it's
2
my
had the
favorite
same
game.
kind of thing.
But I'm
Where they
saying
had
in general.
turn limit on many missions, and people were very upset about that.
Yeah, if there was no actual time limit, I would just leave it out of the plot. I think Rick makes a point.
Yeah, it's
Legotron,
weird,
I
'cause-
am full of 100% natural cotton.
Normal storytelling tells you that you need to have a ticking clock element, that there needs to be something that's pushing the characters in the story forward, and yet in video gaming, that is not the same.
a nice bedroom directly into security. Ooh, banana.
Ooh,
Banana. I'm sure they'll come back into vogue. Let's
Bananas?
see here. Yes.
Oh.
Bananas. Always coming in and out of vogue.
Always coming in and out of pajamas.
Yeah, I remember when those fashion models were walking the runways wearing nothing but just bananas. Just
Patio
like
or parlor? Parlor
skirts
can...
made.
No?
Skirts made entirely out of banana peel. It was very Flintstones.
Okay. Statement on the white box is true. Gems are in the white box. Statements with the word white are always true. Like, in general? Well, that would mean that all of them are true, even if not general, so... So that one's false. That one's false. That one's true. The gems are in the white box.
Yay, logic.
So Sinclair built this entire, like, drafting house. And he just has, like, a spare room as part of it. And it's just unfinished.
That is never completed.
It's never completed.
I mean, I think
It looks like it's been partially started. But it just gave up and be like, you know what? That's a vibe.
If
I
you've
think
got a house that big, sometimes you just want to go sit in a spare room.
I guess so.
Yeah, probably, honestly.
I mean, aren't we pretty agreed at this point that he was a little bit insane?
Slightly.
Well, it lets you appreciate the rest of the house.
I don't like this. Redraw. That's better.
Better rooms. Roomstead of. Banana.
Paper towel.
That could be.
Paper towels would come in handy. Why can't I take those?
Because he didn't spell anything. That's how that works.
The Geist bedroom?
Yes. I upgraded the guest bedroom to the Geist bedroom.
You do.
As you do.
I'm gonna do passive way, even though it's expensive. There's a key card door in here. I actually check to see if there's anything else down in the basement.
Have you gotten to the attic yet?
I drafted the attic once, but I could not play it. Okay, there's nothing else special down here. Still curious what happens if you actually turn on the power in the garage. But I've never managed to do that yet. The keycard door. Sledgehammer. Let me in.
That elevator.
Let me in! Let me in!
That elevator made me think of the Paternoster elevator again, and what a horrible idea that was.
You sure seem to think about the Paternoster elevators an awful lot, Jonas.
Stoker, I also talk about jellyfish with eyeballs a little too much. What's your point?
Corridor.
It's true.
They go gloop gloop gloop.
Do they now?
Garage, but I can't do it.
They
because of
do.
The closet.
Prove
Wait,
to
you-
me that they don't.
Yeah, you know they
Closet
don't.
down here. Compass. Draw floor plans leading north more frequently. I sure hope so. That's really helpful since, you know, I actually need, like, those keys in order to open doors in the antechamber.
Simon Tesla, how is this the first time you're hearing about jellyfish with eyeballs? You've known Jonas for how long?
Jonas just talks about that sometimes. It's like one of his everyday topics of conversation.
Yeah, it does kind of come up out of the blue sometimes. I'll be there. I'd just be sitting there, and Jonas would be like, "Hey, Stoker, did you know about this undersea creature that freaks me out? Look at it. Get freaked out? Or why aren't you freaked out, Stoker?" Just that. It was just like that.
Cute shit. How you can't afford it.
Can't. Play.
Or the multi-ocular O. That's another one.
Right, the multi-ocular O. Jonas just gets these fixations that just come upon him out of the blue.
Okay, Mr. Sally Acorn Haunted Mansion, guy.
You could have mentioned Dracula. Also, these didn't come upon me out of the blue. Every single one of those you just mentioned has been a multi-decade fixation.
Uh-oh, what's that?
What's this mean?
3 bullseye.
How many points is a bullseye?
This many.
50.
50, but that wouldn't make any sense.
What does the...
Let me just click 3, see what happens. Nope.
Okay, so... outer bullseye ring is 25, center bullseye is 50. What does that have to do with 3, though? This one's...
well, there's a square in it, so is it 3 squared?
9.
Maybe? Try 9.
There we go.
Apparently.
Yes.
2 plus 1 squared. Four squared minus 10. So 6.
6.
Oh, the key card. I don't need to draft the utility closet. Okay. Well, I still want to draft the utility closet if I bring up the garage, but... Damn it.
It's Doker.
Jonas.
If a vampire bit your arm and you chopped off your arm before the vampire spit traveled all the way up your arm, would your arm still be a vampire arm?
Stoker would be the person to ask about this.
If the vampire spit traveled up your arm.
That's what turns you into a vampire, right?
Yes,
The
clearly.
crawling spit.
I thought it was the venom.
Spit, venom.
Okay.
Stoker quietly
Jonas,
seething.
sure. We'll say yes.
Cool. Oh, what's this? Deposit box.
New
key.
lore.
There you go. Vampire spit.
Where's the
Can turn
deposit
your
box?
arm
That's
into a
canon.
vampire by itself. You're
That's
welcome.
canon now. Stoker said so, and he's a vampire, so...
Yeah.
I
Been
am
written.
the arbiter of all things vampire
He
canon.
is the
That's
abattoir of all things vampire.
true. It's so true.
The albatross.
Alright, I'm going to explore this so that I can make some more dead-end rooms that are useful.
There you go. Now you're thinking with disappearing
Portals.
rooms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Code check.
Yeah, but I have
And
not
the
made,
utility
I
closet.
haven't made the workshop, so I don't need the battery pack yet.
Okay, what is the other room?
I want to
Or
save
do
it
you-
until you can get the...
Yeah, the utility closet anyway. Turn on garage. Key card, stay where you are. Tink.
Inka dinka 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 doo.
The boudoir.
You know, sometimes I just think, and then other times I'm not sure.
That's fair.
That's what you get for thinking.
Stoker's
so
never
right.
thought a day in his life.
Head empty. Just blah. Full of blah. Blah.
So I got a question.
No.
Oh, okay. I know that several of us have gone to Furry Fiesta. Has anyone ever gone to Furry Siesta?
Yes.
Oh, what'd you think of it?
Not that great.
Kind of a snooze, huh?
I mean, honestly, yeah, kind of. There's really nothing going on. There was like no artist alley or dealer's den or panels.
Oh, but there
It
is
was-
now.
Well, if there is now, then it's a very different con than when I attended.
No,
The concept behind Furry Siesta essentially was the staff and volunteers of Furry Fiesta wanted like a small meet where they could just be chill.
Library. There's a book I
But
wanted to read.
The
Oh, they
problem
give me a free
is
magnifying glass.
when you get a bunch of convention staff together without anything to do, they start getting bored and they start turning it into a convention.
they just start eating each other. You know, they go
Continue
crazy.
with
And,
that.
like,
So basically, Siesta started out as kind of like a con that wasn't a con, but it's becoming more and more of a con every year, apparently.
Yeah, it was more just sort of a
If you lack the
a
gems, consider all
casual-
3 presented options.
not
You may
really
be forced to draft a
casual,
room
but
you do not
meetup.
want.
but now it's more of a con.
Yeah,
Focus
so
on
now they
drafting
do have
rooms that
dealers'
grant you
rooms.
gems, and prioritize
I think they
acquiring
even
gems as early
have-
in the day as you can.
I think they even have guests of honor now. So it really is just turning into a secondary, smaller TFF.
I mean, I was kind of looking into it as maybe a thing to go to, but it depends on like if you all we're going.
Well, I mean, I am considering the possibility because I actually had some business conversations at TFF.
Cool.
I am considering the possibility of seeing if I can't apply for a vendor's table.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Draft early
Because
ranks
I was
first.
able to talk to some people about where they're getting
Very
their
common mistake for
merchandise.
beginners is drafting in a straight line north, like what I do.
Which is also related to one of the things I wanted to talk to you about later, Jonas.
All right.
Are you going to finally make those collars?
Yep, everybody line up. Get your naked collar.
Hell
I
yeah.
actually modeled it way back when I didn't know anything about what I was doing in Blender, but you know.
I suppose this is true. Drafting combos.
Longbow combo.
I've never even drafted the cloister. Foyer, drafted before Great Hall. Yep, I did that one.
Hey,
Mystery
y'all
before
aren't,
bunk room,
aren't
office
bullying
before
noobs.
conference room.
Y'all aren't bullying
Attic and
noobs
workshop.
in the chat, are you? No bully.
Unless it's hot.
Yeah, only hot bullying. That's the rule. That's the first rule of
Ooh,
Bat
her
Club.
ladyship's chamber. And her ladyship's is written in script.
Ooh, fancy bedroom.
You're a fancy bedroom.
But if you connect the
Next time you enter
boudoir with
boudoir, you
walking-
gain 10 steps. Next time you enter walk-in closet, gain 3 gems.
Yeah,
Nice.
I maintain that the existence of bedroom eyes implies the existence of like bathroom eyes or like, you know,
Kitchen eyes.
Kitchen eyes. Well, kitchen eyes are you're just hungry.
Morning pre-coffee eyes.
I mean, yeah, that's just my face.
Your face is your
We solve a
face.
puzzle in billiard room or parlor. Difficulty will increase slightly the next time you
It
dress
is
that
true.
room. Yeah.
Your face is your face.
I mean,
can
that's
say
like the
that.
ultimate one right there.
Damn.
She's
I've
got
become
Steve
soft.
Buscemi.
When in doubt, draft rooms you have never seen before. Yep.
Base
I mean,
suffer.
it's
Day
good
after drafting
advice.
freezer, it enters an automated cooldown freezing cycle during which it cannot be drafted for the next 24 hours. Besides counting as 2 bedrooms, bunk room also counts as 2 rooms. So increase the amount of steps granted by the master bedroom, the amount of gold in the room, and the amount of keys found in a servant's quarters.
That Arcus Velas says, I mean, you don't invite people to the bathroom with your eyes. I'm not sure where you're going with that there.
Don't worry about it.
I mean, I don't know what I mean.
Okay. That's given me some food for thought here.
Mm-hmm.
Basketball.
Ooh, porterhouse steak. Delightfully expensive steak cut, bone-in and extra marbled for maximum tenderness. Perfect dish for those who love extravagance. Or, you know, meat.
Meat.
Oh, come on, eat the lemons.
It looks like a face.
Meat.
Face looks like a face. Yeah, I can do it too.
Dare you?
Eyes without your
Locked,
face.
locked. Yeah, I really
It did.
kind of screwed up this one. Even though I'm not in a corner yet.
Yeah, can you go to
Yeah. Kind of
Fair.
a rough draft this time around.
You got triple rerolls.
Yeah, that one's locked.
You know what this game could
Oh,
use?
Have no key.
A
FPS?
Not
mini
have
map
key.
or at least some kind of compass when you're walking around.
Yeah. You literally have a compass. There's no reason why it should show north like on the UI.
Well, I can think of a reason. It doesn't want to.
Oh, that's
That's
sassy.
fair.
This game also needs combat rooms
Yeah. Yeah, like I said,
where you have to
FPS.
fight a skeleton to get
Hey, we need to make sure that you can. We need to make it third person so you can see the player character, so we can then sell skins. Or we need to sell skins of the rooms themselves. Like you can get purple bed sheets for all the bedrooms. We
Need to be able to dress the player up as a room.
We need to
smaller
insert
room walking from room
advertisements.
to room.
Every time you start a run, you get to do 2 runs a day. If you want more, you have to
Oh,
watch
the freezer.
ads.
Freezer.
You can purchase gems.
Brick was the okay.
Wouldn't you know it, the freezer is
Money
freezing.
and gem amounts will not reset at the end of the day, and they cannot be adjusted or used until tomorrow.
And you have no gems.
I do not have any gems.
Oh, good. So now you just can't pick up any for the
Well,
rest of the
I'm
day.
kind of screwed anyway, so.
Yeah, a little bit.
Life in the big city.
You've got some money for tomorrow.
Oh, you need to thaw this place out in order to get those. Okay.
I thought so.
Wait, how would you thaw it?
I don't know.
Well,
Did
there's
the
the
breaker-
there's the
Did
there's
the
AC
breaker
unit
have
over the
a
door.
Listen, first you have to see it before you can thaw it.
Did the breaker room have a control for the electricity in the freezer?
Don't think so. I'll go to Go around to the utility closet, I guess. Or... no. Grab something here. Sure, why not?
Why not?
Not gonna matter. This
Have we figured out what
gymnasium.
that?
Wait, you can turn off the gymnasium. What does that do?
And what does turning off the dark room do?
Oh,
Makes
the
it
dark
go
room.
dark.
I've already. Once you enter the dark room, it trips the breaker and it goes dark, and then you can go back here and turn it on again. And there's stuff in there to find. So, I already found a bunch of stuff in there.
Right, that makes sense. Sort of.
I guess I'm gonna walk up to the gymnasium and see what happens when I turn the power off there. And also, like... no, that's locked. Everything's fucking locked!
Damn it!
Damn it, Gem!
Got
Can't
no
cover
keys,
anymore.
Got no gems. There's a deer on the wall.
Oh. Turn off the gymnasium, it does not... no longer penalizes you for entering. Okay. I didn't know that.
That's good. Not a big deal, but good.
Let's call it. This has been a mess.
EB time. what was that? What was that VOD?
Prosaic Villa.
Some days are fucked and cannot be unfucked.
Just go to
The
bed.
world is telling you, go to sleep.
Just go back to bed.
Tomorrow is another day. Just fucking chill.
Ah, words to live by.
Yeah.
God. Some days are fucked and cannot be unfucked. My
It's
favorite
true.
line.
There are many things that you can fuck but not unfuck. Ask me how I know.
What was that, like, Oblaf comic? Like, you can't unfuck that virgin.
It's true. Although, okay. There was this one.
Stoker.
There was this
Okay,
one
so-
idea I had for a penny picture.
My God.
Your ideas are almost always as cursed as Jonas's, so
I mean, look how long we've known each other.
I mean,
Like,
still-
that's fair.
she's de-virginizing someone, shall we say?
God. See,
And
As you do.
he says something like really obnoxious or stupid or dumb, and she's like, that's it, I'm taking it back, and like just swirls a wand around and like it's all undone.
Nice.
And while he's like, ah!
What the fuck? Okay,
Maybe.
spare room, I guess.
God.
It may or may not have been partially inspired by that one SpongeBob gag.
Where Mr. Krabs makes the guy unwatch the...
Oh,
yeah, the movie. He's like, he takes the free movie back by just like rewinding it, and the footage just like unspools from the guy's eyes and goes back into the TV while he's screaming. Oh God.
That's amazing.
When SpongeBob is on, it is on.
Yeah,
It
for me,
was- It was great.
Keep giving me
up
a
until
fucking
the
silver
movie
key.
and everyone left.
the
I
best
saw.
thing-
Go on, Jonas. It's gonna be Doodle Bob, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe. You don't know that. Go on.
It's Doodle Bob, isn't it, Jonas?
All right, look. Just get on.
Because he's all like,
I'm spouting gibberish. Oh, Jonas is laughing at this because it doesn't make sense.
The storeroom just looks so tasty.
is that it, Jonas?
You know, you don't need to. Anyway, how's everything with Jeff?
Just put you on blast in front of everyone.
How is everyone doing in the?
It's like on the one hand, I would like having dice, maybe, but on the other hand, like the storeroom seems like one of the things I
Feeling
would
pretty
want
good.
to re-roll into. So
We all enjoy children.
Parlor.
I saw a DVD box set in like Walmart the other day for SpongeBob that was called The Best 300 Episodes Ever.
Contains gems. Both boxes next to this box contain gems.
It was just
Box
like
next to this box is true. So
it was just
this
like
one is
a
false.
complete
This one
series
is
up
false,
to date.
So this one's true.
But okay, well, an almost complete series up to date. There's actually one episode, only one that's not included because it's never aired in America.
Yay, gems.
did it have a gun?
No. It was okay. So the episode, it's about a disease epidemic, and everyone keeps getting locked up in the Krusty Krab. It's called Quarantine Crab.
Oh
And
my God.
you'll never guess when it was originally scheduled to air. So they decided to pull that one from the broadcast schedule, and it has never shown in the U.S. yet.
Mm-hmm.
Go fake.
Reminds me of the.
Can't
Do you remember
imagine
the
why.
Godzilla magic card?
Which one?
Like
The
to
one that was
keep
meant
the,
to be called
hallways
Godzilla
around
Death
until later,
Corona.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't see the problem.
Yeah. It is.
Anyway,
Don't know why.
I remember
that would
when,
cause any
Okay,
issues
go
at
back.
all ever.
go into.
I remember
background to see if there's
very
anything in
early
here.
Or sorry,
on.
Space Godzilla Death Corona.
It's a good name for a band.
Yeah.
I remember very early on in the pandemic, people were
Here's a
asking
bizarre
Weird
thought.
Al to do another parody of My Sharona, but make it,
Aw.
my. And he was like, ha ha, no.
Yeah. Awkward silence.
Awkward silence. It's the silence
Everybody
that's
in the chat
awkward.
tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, you know something I could talk about that is
No,
maybe less
I need
cursed?
to keep going.
What's that? Also, did anyone do the 0 day since Miller has talked about magic thing?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they got Miller earlier for that.
We watched a movie a couple nights ago. It was. Oh, why can't I remember it now?
What was it about?
It was
How
a
long?
like
Sorry.
Elvis. Is a comedy movie about an Elvis figure in East Germany.
Oh,
Top
top
secret.
secret. Yeah.
Top secret, yes.
The movie that does not actually have a plot.
Movies need
No,
plots?
it does. They're trying to stop the thing.
Yeah. What? Okay.
Have you ever seen Bubba
Stop the
Hotep?
thing from doing this stuff.
Yes, I have.
Okay.
That was directed by.
There was some bad guy plot they were trying to stop.
There's yeah. Okay.
And yes, Jonas, Bubba Hotep was directed by Don Coscarelli.
Coscarelli. Yeah. Beastmaster.
Well, I think of him as Phantasm, but yes.
Fair. That's fair.
And starred Bruce Campbell as Elvis.
It sure did. God.
Oh, here it is again. Deposit box key.
No security anywhere ever.
I mean, who needs security? I'd rather go for insecurity.
You and the rest of the internet. How's everybody chatting in the dude tonight? in the Mountain Dew tonight. You know something I learned recently?
What's that, Stoker?
Like, this is apropos of nothing, but like, fucking Subway switched from Coke products to Pepsi randomly.
Those bitches!
Like, it doesn't really bother me, and I don't exactly go to Subway very often, but it was a surprise. And I was like, when did you do this? And they were like, a couple of weeks ago, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then I went on with my day because it didn't impact me in the slightest.
Okay.
Yes, Legatron, Subway's doing a foot-long nachos thing. It looks horrible.
That's a long nacho.
It really does. Holy shit, it looks terrible.
Are they
They're
just
like-
turning into the new Taco Bell where they're just gonna start cramming random shit together?
Yeah, but
Speaking of
it's
which-
so much worse.
Speaking of which, I got an ad recently on, like, I think yesterday on Twitch from Taco Bell apparently having chicken nuggets now.
Oh, yeah, I got that too.
Because apparently, okay, so apparently,
Chapel, so it doesn't come up again.
So apparently, the chicken nuggets were a temporary thing they did at the end of last year, but they sold out in record time because people went fucking insane for them. So now they've brought them back as a permanent thing.
Look, we all know that Taco Bell knows it too. That since time began, they've been catering to stoners.
It's true. They really just need to lean into that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why they're open until like 2 a.m. over here.
Exactly.
Hey man,
They just need to like fully lead into the stoner customer set.
what if we went to Taco Bell and a chicken? It's funny, bro. You know.
I mean, there are plenty of things at Taco Bell that already have chicken in them.
You know what I mean? Look, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, don't you.
In fact, I
Okay,
always
I have
sub
not
out
drafted the
the
greenhouse
beef.
before, so I'm doing that.
I always sub out the ground beef for chicken because the ground beef is vile.
What do we got here? A metal detector.
Hey, fingers.
Gasp. Another sheet music.
Oh, sheet. Music.
Well, you know.
Did I tell you that when they were, when Tim Burton was working on the original Beetlejuice, the execs didn't like the title, and he jokingly suggested, well, why don't we call it Scared Sheetless, and they almost did.
Oh god, I know what it wants me to look at them again. Jesus Christ.
Sorry, Rick, you have to look at things. That's your lot in life. Excuse me.
Oh, this is where you need to put the broken lever. Okay. The greenhouse opens the bottom door to the antechamber.
Nice.
Well, what about the Uncle Chamber? Nobody ever talks about him.
He's weird. Nobody cares about him.
Actually, I guess Room 46 is the Uncle Chamber, isn't it?
Oh, hey, Ash.
What's up?
You're still in VR, right?
Sure I am.
Are you hanging out there with Astolfo?
Yep, Kitten's here too.
Could you, like, reach over and boop his nose for me? Just, can you do
Yes,
that?
I can. 1 moment, please.
Alright, right.
Your boobs shall be delivered, my liege.
Astolfo says hi.
Awesome. Check it out. We're interactive.
You found a way to make online interaction even less in person.
Which is even more awkward.
I may hop on VR chat.
Astolfo says hi, chat.
I still, after all, I do still need to keep adjusting to the headset, and I did pop a preemptive Dramamine, so...
Nice.
Okay.
That's how I deal with air travel too. Just pop a Dramamine and then sleep.
You know, I've never had that problem on planes, but I have air pressure. Like the pressure changes really mess with my ears. Makes it
Oh
super...
God! Did I ever tell you about the
fuck.
time I developed the symptoms of an ear infection while I was in the air on a plane?
Oh gosh, that's awful. Holy
Like
shit.
the landing was actual torture. Like
Yeah,
I would have
bet.
confessed to witchcraft. I
Well,
mean,
you are a witch, so.
I was gonna say like I'd be guilty anyway, but
But
like I remember one of my coworkers at the movie theater when we were talking about like
I didn't realize there was
feel-
a safe back here.
Oh well, there you go.
Think I go.
When we were talking about like I don't know heretical religious worldviews and such. I was like, yeah, it wouldn't have been but a few scant centuries ago they would have burned me at the stake. And she's like, well, that's not saying much. They would have burned me at the stake. And I said, yeah, but you would have been innocent.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh, coin on the floor.
That's fine. I like my steak well done. Behind me now.
Lady!
You okay there?
Lady.
Maybe.
You sound like you're dying a bit.
Everyone is dying from the moment they're born.
Hey, how's everybody
Actually-
doing in the chat?
Actually, you're still growing until you hit about 25, and that's the point when your cells
No,
start
everybody's dying from the
faster.
moment they're born.
It's true. If you're if you're processing oxygen, you are oxidizing. Therefore, you are dying.
Oh man.
Yeah, we're all burning alive right now.
Don't want to do the secret passage. Fuck you.
Aquarium.
Aquarium costs a gem. I don't want to pay a gem.
But it's pretty.
It's pretty. Never let us do anything fun, Rick.
Yeah, Rick.
That's right, Rick is infamous for never doing anything fun ever.
Rick's the dad who's just like, there's stuff off the interstate, and we all want to see it, and he's just like, no.
Pulls into
And
the
then we-
McDonald's drive-thru, orders one black coffee, and leaves.
Vault key. Where would that be?
Yeah, he avoids all the stuff we want to go see, and then he pulls off the highway so that we can go
Yours seems good.
sit on the world's longest roller coaster. In which case, we sit in a very slow-moving car for 3 hours.
Nice.
Orange.
He's like, "Isn't this so exciting? It's so long."
Oh, God.
That's what she...
Joker.
Yes, Jonas?
Hey, Miller.
Mhm.
Have you ever heard of vibe coding?
Heard of. I don't quite understand what it really is.
Nope.
Have a
Yeah.
horrifying suspicion.
Is that what QDOT does?
No. Q dot hand. I see what you did there. Hey. It's better because butt plugs.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Better because butt plugs go on the button, that's funny. Yeah. I wonder if this game was inspired at all by the Winchester Mystery House.
Probably.
Everything's inspired by the Winchester Mystery House. Even the concept of houses is inspired by the Winchester Mystery House.
You're right.
Before the Winchester Mystery House, everybody just lived in grass huts.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, some of them lived in grass and hay huts. Some of them lived in wood. Some of them lived in brick.
Wait a minute.
And those are the ones that didn't have their house blown down by the wolf.
Doesn't even make any sense.
Let that be a lesson to you. Build your house out of brick unless you want to get blown by a wolf that's thick.
Oh.
Don't think it's quite the lesson.
Are you sure? Because...
Rick's like, I don't know. I've seen some art that would suggest otherwise. The internet never lies to us.
Yeah.
Think people can just say things that aren't true?
Of course not. Not on the internet.
Yeah, come on. It's all vetted, right? There's like a committee or something.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember hearing something about that.
Yeah, I heard about it on the internet.
Yeah, that's right.
Which clearly means everything is true.
Rick, what are those little star things on your...
Every time you enter the observatory, you get a star, another star, and the more stars you have, the better reward you get for entering the observatory. Basically, the observatory gets better every time you draft it.
Except for occasionally where there's a secret bad one.
Well...
Sure. In the West Wing Hall, but I don't want to go up there yet.
Who's that?
Who's that?
Who's that?
Who's that Pokemon?
It's a GC.
Hey, GC.
Hello,
GC.
GC.
So are you
Salad
being like,
Cat, I choose
Nothing in
you.
here.
You don't have to apologize for being late. It's not a meeting.
Weed Cat, go.
or is it?
I mean,
Yeah, put the chapel here. Why not?
No, it was just a family night. That's all.
well, that's good. You've got, it's good. It's good to have family now. Did you guys play any games or?
Yeah. Yeah. See, let's see.
Closet. Jim Dice.
M. Dyson.
It's like, well, okay, but only continue forward from the west wing. Might be the only time the garage comes up. Okay. Lights are on in the garage. What does that mean?
Is anybody home?
Are you gonna escape this hellhole?
There's no escape.
Can I drive the car, or do I just leave?
Is this the
Can you drive the
clock
car? They won't let you drive the car, will they?
I doubt it.
Okay, so I'm outside again.
Alright.
Locked the gate.
Let me out! Okay, so that opens up a path here. Then... Oh. Can unlock that. West gate has been permanently unlocked.
Nice.
Hooray.
Heyo.
That can be used as a shortcut to get back to the entrance hall in only a couple steps.
Mm-hmm.
See, what else do we got in here?
That's handy, though.
Select a room to draft. Shrine. Make an offering, receive a blessing. Root cellar. Rooms in your house will be more likely to contain dig spots today. Trading post, items to trade.
Root cellars are cool.
Places for bodies.
I'll keep going.
Shrine or trading
Hovel.
post might be interesting.
Special floor plans now cost additional steps instead of gems.
Oof.
I stepped away for a second. What the hell did Rick just unlock?
Schoolhouse adds 8 classrooms to today's draft pool. Tomb. Each time you draft a dead end in your house, spread 5 coins in the tomb.
Interesting.
I'm curious about this. Closing address. For the last 38 years, it has been my pleasure of serving you as your schoolmaster in this humble little facility. And meager as it may look by modern standards, I think most of us who spent our afternoons here will readily admit that we are reluctant to see this small piece of Reddington history go. First, wish to thank Lady Epson, our most gracious host today, for not only paying attention to my classes those many years ago, but for all the fundraising she has done on behalf of our community and our children. Without her, Reddington Elementary would still be a distant and blurry vision, a vision that I dared not even dream. That dreamer is, of course, the incomparable Mrs. Peterson, our future principal and my reluctant successor, who I might add, forced me to give this speech, so I think I'll end my praise of her there, though she deserves more than I'll admit. To the architect of our new school, the Baron Sinclair, thank you for following your father's footsteps and building Reddington yet another school, and also for allowing the use of your own private residence and floor plans to serve as our interim facility until the new campus is completed in March. A decision I'm certain he will immediately regret tomorrow morning when he hears children running through his halls. Lastly, I wish to thank all my students, many of you here today whom I have not seen in years, whose faces I still remember as young and manners wild. Those here whose parents before them I have also taught, and whose children I may yet. Without you, I would have had a lifetime of quiet peace, and yet, what is all the peace in the world if you have no one to bestow demerits upon? Thank you all sincerely. My time here has meant the world to me, and if I am still standing in 8 months, I will see you all at the slightly less melancholic ribbon-cutting ceremony next year. Better joke to end. Remember to give Mrs. Peterson her gift.
Aha.
Herbie. Okay. Anything else around here? Run into the bushes.
Who will be playing Webfish in this stream on this game?
The girls.
I'm wondering how, like, the outside of the house changes depending on where you put things. So that...
Huh.
Yeah, the garage can only be done on this side of the house. But I don't think it can only be that square.
Well, yeah, and you had the terrace the other time.
Yeah. Library. History of Arindia. Is there a blank book right here? Right here. Can't tell me that's just decoration.
That ain't no coinking.
Showroom.
Ain't
Luxury
no blinking,
items
not
for
at
sale.
all, sir.
I do not have any money for that. The other hand, I have not actually been in that room. And I do not think that this is going to last very long anyway. I am curious what's in the showroom. Moon pendant. You call it a day while wearing a moon pendant, you will start tomorrow with 2 of the items in your inventory.
Oh.
Master key. Opens all normal doors. Emerald bracelet. You do not have to pay the gym cost of floor plans. Ornate compass. While drafting, you may rotate the first 3 floor plans you draw.
Oh, these are all really good and really expensive.
Yeah. I'm guessing in order to actually get this much money, you need to, like, do a crazy exploit, like with the laboratory or something.
The lab, that one room that spreads money throughout the mansion, and the one room that you use to collect anything you spread out throughout the mansion into one space.
That is like
And then the
a
freezer to
treasury,
double up.
a treasury or coffers or a vault of some kind that we can raid.
Well,
See, what would be ideal? Yeah, I know. So does the moon pendant count among the items? Or not? Probably not. Or
I would imagine not.
Or if it does,
I mean, if it did,
like,
that would be
it would be a permanent upgrade if that was the case. But I don't think it would be a permanent upgrade.
I have to assume it's probably not one of the items that carries over.
Because,
asking whether you want a definite answer or not.
About the moon pendant, yes.
Oh, okay. You're gonna say no.
Like a game mechanic thing, right?
That's just a theory.
Yes, it counts. Okay.
Wow, that's impressive. Smash and grab.
So it's not a permanent upgrade.
Can't smash
unless you can
Yeah.
unless you keep retaining the pendant itself, but then it's just
Yeah, but if you only have 2 items in your inventory, such as, say, the moon pendant and, like, the master key, or probably even better, the emerald bracelet.
then you're pretty good.
I have on the terrace. It is a gem.
Oh boy, random gemstones.
Be funny, the coupon book takes 1 coin off the price.
It is, after all, just the coupon book, not the extreme couponing book. As funny as that would be.
I only turn this down. I can't. I want to keep going. I want the drawing room.
Oh no, Eepy.
Oh no.
No. Still got a few hours, Jonas. Come on.
Few hours? We have 10 minutes.
What are you talking about, Jonas? We've only been here for 5 minutes.
Oh my god, you're gaslamping me.
It's gaslighting.
Jonas in a lamp.
Ready. Color worksheet. Fill in each object below with its correct color. B minus.
Okay. Broccoli, grapes,
Wait.
plum, bananas, pumpkin, lake. Wait, what's wrong with it?
Past its
He has
expiration date.
3 things incorrect here.
Alright,
The blueprints colored yellow, so that one's wrong.
that's fair.
I assume that this lizard is supposed to be green, which means the other thing that he got wrong is one of these flags. Classroom puzzle. Can you find the difference? I'm sure that means something. 10 out of 12. They're like 2 out of 12. Everybody's favorite color is red.
That's my favorite color.
Is it really?
Yeah. Yeah, everyone thinks
it
it's
would
like
have been some kind of green.
yeah, like olive drab, but that's what I wear. That's my favorite color to wear. If I'm talking like favorite color for like objects to have, it's probably red.
Grade 1. So, oh, here's the globe. Does not look like Earth.
I mean, no one said it was Earth.
I guess that
plot twist
makes sense
isn't-
as to why it's 1990 and yet everything looks so retro.
I mean, the 90s weren't really the 90s until what, about 92, 93-ish?
Yeah.
The 90s weren't really the 90s until 2013.
Yeah.
Everything looked like 1930s up until 1992.
And yet
right.
the 80s started in 1978.
Might need a citation for that. There's a thing in like 79 where they burned a bunch of disco albums and proclaimed disco was dead because they just didn't like it that much. There's a thing that happened.
It was motivated by racism and homophobia.
Was that what it was?
Yes.
Oh shit. I did not know that.
That is in fact what it was.
I feel like there's something for me to do with this, but well,
Can you color?
No. I
Oh.
don't even have like crayons, so guess there's like this canvas right here. But I don't have anything to draw with.
Well, you're figuring that out.
Each color is only used twice. Come on. There's the
Oh wait, I know who
crayons.
we're ready.
Where's the crayons?
Where are the crayons? How dare they not have any?
I don't know.
That is not acceptable. Not right.
Grab a box of 64 with the sharpener built right in. Come all out onto the floor. Let the party begin.
There's 6 minutes left. I gotta hurry up and fail this.
That's the spirit.
What did they say? Failing upward? Failing forward? Failing successfully? One of those things.
Failure is
Failing
just success
sideways.
rounded down.
Right. Failure is just success by your parents' metric. Okay, anyway. How's everybody doing in the chat? I made it too real.
Damn it. Look at that.
His name
Failing
was
very
Jonas.
quickly.
God. Speaking of things that are too real, I was halfway expecting both of us to get scolded for some of the comments we made on the latest Amberlane Patreon.
I asked Caitlin, is it okay if I is it okay if I post this? And she was like, go for it. No, I legitimately thought, okay, I went too far this time.
And then I came along, and I made it even worse.
No spoilers, folks. If you've seen it,
no
no
spoilers.
spoilers.
Like Patreon or website?
Patreon.
This page has not been publicly released yet.
Yeah,
but it does feature both me and Jonas.
Yeah.
It features Stoker and Jonas. It's almost like they're roommates.
Yeah.
God, they were
roommates. Too.
Though this is the alternate timeline where I'm an old man and Jonas is a kid.
I am Babby.
I was gonna that first
Yeah,
part. I was like, what do you mean alternate timeline?
If we're going with the whole,
wow,
screwed up. Okay.
Stoker, if you're a hundreds of year old vampire, then that would have happened at some point anyway.
Yeah, well, whatever, your face. Only 1890s kids remember.
Jonas years.
Only 18 of them, huh?
Exactly.
18 Jonas years.
The rest had their memories wiped.
Yeah.
Because of the
Oh, boy.
incident.
Okay, so it seems like now we can just draft an outer room.
Hell yeah, outer rooms.
Alrighty.
Who are you rating?
We are rating Sylvixen, and if folks are so inclined, I have a special raid message I would like people to do, because she's coming back to streaming after about 4 months and a lot of tough times, and she's being a brave little foxy. So please give her lots of Roo Croo love, and we will see you next time.
Indeed. Have a good night.
Have a good night,
See ya,
everybody.
folks.
Good night.
Good night.